title The Last Portrait. In the picturesque town of Willowbrook, renowned for its quaint cobblestone streets and charming old-world architecture, a series of mysterious disappearances had the townsfolk on edge. The latest victim was Emily Reynolds, a young artist known for her stunning portraits that seemed to capture the very essence of her subjects. Detective Sarah Lawson, a sharp-minded investigator with a knack for solving the most perplexing cases, was assigned to uncover the truth behind these vanishings. She began her investigation at Emily's studio, hoping to find clues that would lead her to the missing woman. The studio was a treasure trove of Emily's work, but one painting immediately caught Sarah's eye. It was an unfinished portrait of a man she didn't recognize, with piercing blue eyes and an unsettlingly intense gaze. As Sarah studied the painting, she felt a strange sense of familiarity, as if the man was watching her. Determined to find answers, Sarah visited Emily's closest friends and colleagues. They spoke of Emily's recent obsession with a mysterious man who had commissioned the portrait. He paid her handsomely, but never revealed his name, only appearing for late-night sessions and leaving before dawn. The more Sarah dug into the case, the more she realized that each missing person had one thing in common: they had all been painted by Emily. Her suspicions grew that the portrait held the key to the mystery. She decided to enlist the help of Dr. Henry Albright, an art historian and old friend, known for his expertise in the occult and supernatural elements in art. Henry examined the portrait and confirmed Sarah's fears. The painting bore traces of ancient, dark magic. He explained that some believed portraits could capture not just the likeness, but the very soul of a person, binding them to the painting. If someone wielded this power, they could trap the essence of their subjects, rendering them physically absent from the world. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Sarah and Henry concocted a plan. They would complete the unfinished portrait in an attempt to summon the mysterious man and confront him. Over several tense nights they worked on the painting, adding strokes and details until the image was complete. On the final night, as the last brushstroke was applied, the air in the studio grew cold. The lights flickered, and a chilling presence filled the room. The man from the portrait stepped out of the canvas, his blue eyes gleaming with malevolent intelligence. "You've done well, detective," he said, his voice smooth and cold. "But you've meddled in forces beyond your comprehension." Sarah stood her ground, confronting him. "Who are you, and what have you done with Emily and the others?" "I am Alistair Crane," he replied. "An artist like Emily, but with a gift that transcends mortality. I have found a way to capture not just the image, but the very essence of my subjects, ensuring their beauty and vitality live on forever." Henry stepped forward, holding an ancient amulet he had brought with him. "You may have captured their souls, but we can set them free." A fierce battle of wills ensued, with Sarah and Henry using the amulet's power to weaken Alistair. In a final desperate move, Sarah slashed the portrait with a knife. Alistair screamed as the canvas tore, his form flickering and dissipating into nothingness. As the studio returned to normal, the portraits of the missing people began to glow softly. One by one, they emerged from the paintings, disoriented but alive. Emily, the last to return, collapsed into Sarah's arms, grateful and exhausted. The town of Willowbrook rejoiced as their loved ones were restored. Emily, forever changed by her ordeal, vowed never to paint another portrait. Sarah and Henry, having faced the unimaginable, shared a newfound bond and respect. But the mystery wasn't entirely solved. As Sarah examined the wreckage of the torn portrait, she found a hidden signature her own. Bewildered, she realized that in another timeline, she had been the one to unlock the dark magic, trying to save someone she loved. The epic plot twist left her questioning the boundaries of time, art, and destiny, knowing that some mysteries could never truly be laid to rest.